Hey guys, welcome back. I just woke up. Your girl had an amazing sleep. Confirmation. I woke up on cloud nine. I hope you guys had an amazing sleep as well. Um, I'm still trying to wake up. I'm still trying to wake up. I need to get me some water. Y'all, I had such a good sleep and I was dreaming all this stuff. Oh my God. How did y'all sleep? How y'all doing? Anybody in here? But anywho, let's go. We're doing a divine feminine. I got some messages. So interesting because I tried to look up Scarlet in the etymology, and Nigger came up. I think she was cussing out a ninja and trying to insult him like the worst thing Papa could have did was to buy your ass. I said the fucking audacity. Okay. Anywho, it's too early. Let me tell y'all the time. Where's the phone? I heard, I can't eat, I can't sleep anymore. Waiting for you to walk through the door. I wish I didn't miss you anymore. So somebody could miss y'all, Divine Feminine? Don't they always though? They always miss the Divine Feminine. Always. It's always, always, always. Always. They always miss us. Okay. I wish I did. Let's get these messages. First we're gonna let me read these. I did these Saturday, August 15th. Okay, so it's, let me tell y'all the time, child. I wish I did miss you hold on. Anymore. Ooh. 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 I heard day by day and back again. She's not a lover, she's just a friend. So you might have had to release somebody, let somebody go. Uh, you know, you might be in no contact with someone. Okay. But yeah. All right now. Let's see. Excuse me. Let me get my water. Get me a couple of bottles of water. Ooh, y'all, when I tell y'all I was sleeping so good. Oh my God, I was sleeping so good. It ain't even making no sense how good I was sleeping, and I was having like the best dreams. Okay, we're back. Anywho, let's go. It's cold here in New York, so I did these messages on August 15th. At at 11:21 p.m. Right? Some of you guys could take spoiled child's vitamins. Oh, I love their apple cider and the mango collagen. Oh, so good. Side note. But I mean, you guys could take it. You are divine feminine. So something about modern. I don't know if you guys are fixing up your home in a modern setting, modern style. You know how it is. Neutral colors, maybe one big plant, not too much furniture, maybe a mirror, a big mirror, uh, um, a little bed. You guys could moved into a studio recently. Um, I'm seeing a big mirror, a big ass plant, um, a little. Some of you guys could have like a hammock outside, or you like to rock in a hammock, or you have that on your porch. I see the porch and it's like set up where you have like your little fake grass, little carpet, you know, you have like your little doggy. I see where some of you have put something around the balcony so it won't the dog can't get through. What time is it? Let me tell y'all the time. It's 4:59 a.m. and it's Friday, August 21st. Okay? And you see it? It's Cancer, Leo, Sagittarius energy. All right? So some of y'all could be making new roots, setting things in stone, just interacting with family, getting to know family a little better. All right, bonding and building. Okay, you know it's about to be over. Winter is on, well, not winter, but you know, fall is like right here. Summer's winding down, so you guys could just be, you know, gathering, connecting, getting y'all a little bit of last minute, you know, activities together and events of some sort. Somebody could have recently got married. Okay, I feel like somebody could have flew to Italy to get married. Okay, or you're preparing. Somebody could be getting married on the 30th. Okay, destination wedding. So something about blue M&Ms or a blue M&M cup. I don't know if you're gonna use that as your something blue. I'm also seeing a is it a garland? What the hell is a garland? Isn't that the thing you put around the door? A evil eye garland? Or I didn't mean to say garland, I meant to say garter. Is it gartered as well? Whatever the hell you put around your leg when you getting married. You know how you have that thing and you got to put it up there, and then traditionally he got to go up and underneath the dress and take it down with his teeth or something of the sort. Yeah, I see an evil eye one. I like it. It's cute. Something about darker colors. Okay, you guys might like to eat things that are darker in color and more natural, things that are not bleached, or you know, the psychology of it all. If this is candy, you like to eat the darker colors because you feel like it would be less artificial coloring. Okay, girl. Some of y'all could do ballroom dancing. You guys could be trying to prepare for your dance with your father. Or this is just you and your person learning to ballroom dance. Some of you guys could be a ballerina teacher. Okay, maybe you have a daughter who's in ballet. You could be a teacher, or you're taking lessons, or you've always wanted to do it. I feel like your inner child would love to participate. Okay. Something about a carousel. Maybe you guys could be getting married by like a park or something, or you could be having like a festival like theme wedding. So I don't know if you guys are gonna rent out like a farm or something, or you guys could be getting married around the fall. Okay, I'm seeing festivals, cotton candy, or Ferris wheel. So you guys could even be getting married at a barn of some sort. That's cute. And that's giving that modern, you know, modern chic, like, you know, I get it, woody, but still beautiful. Some of you have like a beautiful, 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 beautiful lace dress. Like it sits on you perfectly. Okay? Or this is your dream wedding. All right? And for me to say the whole thing about Scarlet, some of you guys could have been a little hot in the pants, and you know, maybe people like even consider you not really the settle down type. You could have been a little bit spicy, you know, back in the day. You could have had multiple people you dealt with and you turned your life around. But that's when you're supposed to do it, when you're younger, you know? You should not be in your big old age still busting niggas down like it's a trend. I'm just saying. But that's not my business. I'm going to mind my business and I'm going to just keep going on. Some of y'all could have just been real feisty at the mouth. You would pop off. You could have been like cold-blooded. You didn't really care about the opinions of other people, or you know, you just didn't give a fuck. But I feel like you were definitely a force to be reckoned with. Also, um, some of you guys could even, and say you guys aren't getting married at like a barn or a farm or something. You could be having like your engagement party. You guys could be like agricultural folk where you like food, and you could have a big farm, or you know, you could live in the country and you know, you want to do your wedding photos at a farm, or standing in front of a whole thing of hay, or over there with the llamas and shit, you know? So it, y'all, as multiple people is going to come across this. So put it where it fit, okay? I'm hearing that Nicki Minaj song. She was like, niggas ain't shit and they ain't saying nothing. 100 motherfuckers can't tell me nothing. I bees in the trap. So you guys could be from Queens, okay? Turn country gals, or you could be from Trinidad. Maybe you're marrying out of race, or this is like an interracial couple. Maybe your husband is you know, flip the roles, or this could be a masculine who met a Scarlet who put them more in their feminine energy. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta put it where it fit. But yeah, you could have met a lot of frogs. You know, had to kiss many frogs before you got to your Prince Charming, or whoever this is that's allowing you, or you're willing to settle down for. You know. Okay, you could be a Sagittarius, and we did say something about Sagittarius, okay? Maybe you're getting married in Sagittarius season. Maybe you're kind of do like a 2-for-1, a birthday and a wedding together, you know? I mean, that's cute. That's dope. All right? Something about a wallflower, something about cashmere. So, I don't know what a wallflower is. Let's look it up and see. I don't know what a wallflower is, but let's get into it. Or you could have flowers all over the wall. I'm seeing this beautiful girl. Oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. She's on, I believe she's on TikTok, or I used to see her on TikTok all the time. But I really recently came across her. She had on full yellow. I think it was her birthday. And she had, she's always cooking. She's dark skin. Beautiful, beautiful girl. And I think she's finally having her first child. And she always have big hair. Her whole family have big hair. And she's pregnant, and she went away for her birthday, and she had on yellow. And she had on yellow, and then her husband was putting sunflowers in her fro for her to take like a photo shoot for her birthday. Oh, it was breathtaking. She was so cute. Oh my God. She reminded me of my sister. So beautiful. Oh, she was so beautiful. But anywho, yeah, some of you guys could just like cashmere. You could like beautiful things on your skin. That might have been a request of yours, to make sure that your dress felt like cashmere. It felt like butter. Your day, the whole day, you wanted it to be just dreamy and magical and beautiful and just mystical, you know? So yeah, I love it. Oh, see how quick I get distracted? Wallflower. What does wallflower mean? A wallflower most commonly refers to an introverted person who stands on the sidelines of social events. Really? It says, but the term originates from a resilient botanical plant. Depending on your context, the word carries distinct symbolic, psychological, and practical meaning. Oh, wow, but it is yellow. It's so funny. So, yeah. And it grows independently out of a stone cracks and virtual cliffs. It's giving me like concrete rose type energy. Okay. Cute. And it makes sense for me to say the whole thing about Scarlet. Like, you could have been one for the books. People might have thought, like, oh, she ain't never gonna settle down. Um, Whoever gets with her, oh man, that's gonna be one strong brother type energy. But you are definitely a force. Very beautiful. Different. You stand alone. Beauty in simplicity. Yeah. The present, the value of quiet transformation, growing vibrant, sweetly scented without needing to dominate the landscape. Yeah. I don't know who this is, Divine Feminine, but I feel like, or Divine Masculine, but matter of fact, I should have put both of you guys in here. I'm going to include Divine Masculine as well because this could be you, Divine Feminine, who you and this person are two completely opposites from the tracks. But when you both come together, it's like a perfect puzzle piece, perfectly placed. It just works. It just meshed. The yin and the yang, it just fits. And you both see each other, right? You both see each other. It's like you guys bring out the soft side in each other. I like it. Somebody could be hungover. Let me see what's on the back of this. Because I don't need y'all all in my business. Anyhow. And then, yeah, I put exquisite, like timeless. Something about Scarlet. Yeah. It says a fever, scarlet fever. Some of you guys, could have been sick. Or maybe when you met this person, you were sick or you got sick. Or this is how you met someone due to some type of illness. Let me look up what scarlet fever is. And then I put love is love. So this is like a love reading for the Divine Feminine Masculine. You could be meeting a counterpart. What am I doing? It's even giving me like love at first sight. Not really though, but it could be. It says scarlet, intense energy that translates to resilience, bold ambitions, and divine protection. No, what does it says the fever mean? That part. Wasn't that like a disease? Or was that just, was that from you guys could have been watching Doctor Strange. Some of you could be doctors and nurses and clerks. Something about you guys could be anesthesiologists, or you could do blood work. You could work in a lab of some sort. Scarlet fever, also known as scarletine, is a highly contagious bacterial infection caused by group A streptococcus. Ooh, bitch. Ooh. So you, ugh, that was nasty. Nasty work. So strep throat, something about somebody, ooh. Oh my God. Um um oh my God. Anywho, the exact same bacteria responsible for strep throat. The illness primarily affects children between the age of 5 and 15 and distinctly characterized by a bright red rough texture skin rash. Oh, you know what this is giving me? So maybe you guys, when you were younger, you could have got really sick and you wasn't supposed to live past a certain age. You know? Wow. This is giving me like old ancient love, or you guys could be older in age. Not necessarily, but you know, You could have had a child who recently had strep throat. Or you could have had a lot of infections when you were little. Maybe they didn't know what was wrong with you. Strawberry tongue. And it's so funny because the thing coming across the TV, maybe you have a story to tell, or maybe you couldn't speak for a while or something of the sort, because it says stories that speak to you audible. So maybe you could write stories. You need to be writing stories. Some of you need to be expressing yourself using your voice. Okay? My throat. Interesting. And that's why some of you are working in the some of you guys are working in the hospital field. Somebody's outside my window. Crazy work. Anywho. All right. Some of you guys could work with children. You could be doctors. I already said that. You could work at a children's hospital. Okay. Some of y'all might not even be getting married. Some of y'all could be I'm not saying that. Some of y'all could not be doing a destination wedding. That's what I meant to say. Some of you guys could be doing a courthouse wedding. Okay. 1243 could be significant. Some of you guys could be 43. You could be getting married in December. This could be a Christmas wedding. Okay. Or you could be getting married on New Year's Day. Some of you guys could be 34, 32, 31. It's 34. It's 340 on my stove. So those numbers could be significant, divine feminine, divine masculine. How do I change this here? How do I change this? All right. Anything else? Let me see. What else did I write here? You could have felt like you met your twin flame. Okay. And this is somebody you could have met as a child. Okay. And if they always stuck with you. You always remember them. You always wondered about them. You might have not had even known what it was, or, you know. Yeah. This person could have even been like low-key mean to you, or kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? Some of you guys could be like wedding planner, event planners. Some of you guys could be getting cold feet. Okay? You could have recently been sick, and maybe you felt like, oh, it's a sign. Most High don't want me to marry this person. But no. Okay? Some of y'all could just be hungover. Your bachelorette party, you could be having some type of blue. Something about Tiffany's. Okay? Something about Tiffany's. All right? So let's go. Let's see what's going on for you, divine feminine. I feel like some of you guys... Oh, look, soulmates. I feel like some of you guys, too, are like bored. You might have stopped doing a lot of things, or have been purging and cleansing, trying to get your body right. And I feel like some of y'all want to go out and have a good time. Or your body's so like different now to the point where, or you could have got sick and then something changed within your body type, and just, it's like, it feels like every little thing you eat triggers something, or you're afraid to have a drink, or you're afraid to do certain things, but you miss it and you want to, like, you want to eat, or you're trying to starve yourself so you can get into a dress, and you're just like thinking about the event. Oh shit, look. I said thinking, and look, you're just thinking about the day, and you like, you want everything to go perfect. Okay, yeah. You want to feel like you're on cloud nine. I see you like daydreaming a lot. Okay? You could just be putting things in order. Yeah. Could be in your feelings. You could be very emotional lately, like you really trying to hear God at this time. Okay? You're really trying to hear God. You could be listening to a lot of scriptures and if that's what you into, or a lot of affirmations. You could be listening to different podcasts about marriage. There's this guy, you might want to listen to him, Message in a Bottle, A Change in the Wind, A Change in the Wind. Yeah, somebody could have came in and changed you. This person could make you feel free, you know? This could even been someone who helped you be more yourself, showed you how to, I heard, stop being an avoidant and start facing things, okay? Being more authentic, being more true. Is the light on here? Okay, it's a little brighter. You see that face right there? But yeah, this person really help you get out your shell, really help you be more yourself and not be scared to love, or, you know, this person could be the one to show you how to live a little bit, not be so uptight. Also, something about take a nap. You feel comfortable with this person. I don't feel like you, this person makes you feel real comfortable. Some of you could be like, fox could be your spirit animal. Because look at that fox. He's laying on the moon. Some of y'all could have been one for the books. Like, y'all could have been real, like, tumultuous, real toxic, real low vibrational, very seductive, low-key manipulator, divine feminine. This could have been you back in the day, you know? Always know how to wield that wand to get what you need. Yeah, some of you guys are just homebodies now. You like to listen to a lot of music. You like to create. You like to clean. Some of you guys could work for a maid company. I'm seeing Made in Manhattan. Yeah, regeneration is like, you guys like did a real a complete 360 from who you used to be and who you desire to be now, you know? I love that. Yeah, some of you guys could make things in a bottle. You see like how I used to do the Douce bottles? Well, I got some more. I used to do the Douce bottles, and then I would put the resin in there and mold it, and then I made it, I haven't shown y'all recently how I used it as a candle holder, but yeah. So you guys can make things and put them in bottles. And you could do like centerpieces, candle holders. You could just make beautiful pieces, beautiful art, one-of-a-kind pieces for people's home for decoration, you know? Some of y'all could have recently bought a piano, or you've learned to play the piano, and that's something that you're, you know, you could be designing or staging homes, or you could be like an interior designer. You could have went back to school for that. Nobody knows. And you could do peace. You could do yeah, somebody's your piece. You don't have to be sneaky and sly and conniving with this person. This person sees you. Like, you can be your true form with this person, and they don't judge you. And you don't feel judged. You want to it's like you want to be better for whoever this is. And that's how it's supposed to be. But interior design, you guys could like to design and decorate. And maybe you're using that energy. Maybe you're transmuting that old energy from how you used to be. Because maybe you could have had some type of transformation or awakening, and it kind of plays on your mind of what you used to do, how you used to be, and you know how you can change that. And instead of like beating yourself up, you create, and you're learning how to do that. You might like to or maybe you're just feeding your inner child more. You could be going out and doing more fun. Maybe you've decided to, you know how you have a spa day for yourself, a pamper day. Well, I know I do. Like today's my day. But you have a day for your inner child where you might go to the park and swing, go on the seesaw, you know, or go to an amusement park, or do something your inner child would want to do. Eat cotton candy, eat a whole bunch of candy. Well, you know what I mean. Or you just watch cartoons, you know? You do something for your inner child. Okay? Some of y'all could have stopped eating fast food, or you just got tired of playing games. Okay? Maybe you realize like you could have even met a lot of people who could have been a part of fortune, or could have been really lucky, or you know how it go. Been wish fulfillment, but or you might have thought, but they weren't. Yeah. You could be realizing you're the prize. It says 44 here and 22. And we got 22 yesterday, right? It was 5:22 when we came in here yesterday morning. You could just be realizing a lot of people were not for you. They just had you in your feelings. It's kind of like you were acting out because you wanted to be seen or heard, or you could even realize that you were a mirror to these people. So you might have thought it was your energy, or thought this is what you wanted to do or was supposed to do, but it was just other people projection, or, you know, because you didn't know what it was. So you might have thought that's what, you know how they go, child. I can't even explain it. But yeah, learning to be more flexible. You could have just started exercising more, like I said. And with the whole purging and not eating and kind of fasting so you can fit in your dress, that shit brings a lot of clarity. Okay? A lot of clarity. A lot of shadow work. And I feel like you're appreciating whoever this is more and more every day. Because it's like, if I wasn't getting married, if I didn't meet this person, would I want to be this great? And then realizing like, I'm not doing it for the other person. I'm doing it for me. I want to be better person for me, for that person, you know? I love it, Divine Feminine. So this person could be like they could work out. They could be a trainer. You could have met them and started working out. Okay. I love it. The energy feels really good. The energy feels so good. I just have like I'm just seeing something in my mind's eye, and I'm just like happy. Yes. Ying, you're just happy. Like the energy is happy. It's just like a breath of fresh air. And I feel like some of y'all are in awe. Like, is this really my person? Like, is this my life? Especially those who have been manifesting and been calling certain things in. And it's like, is this really my life right now? Yeah. Some of y'all could be pregnant. Or some of y'all could be pregnant and y'all don't even know it yet. Yeah, it's giving me 2 eggs. So you could have like fraternal twins, like they're not in the same sack, but I don't even think you know yet. Okay? I don't even think you know yet. But yeah. So maybe you're going to find out. It says 9, 10, and 21, 23. So this is 2 here, 1, 21. 21. You guys could be 21, 23, 32, 30, 31, 32. You could have been born February 1st, February 2nd, February 9th, or 10th. Or something could have happened back in, you could have met this person around Valentine's, February, and 43, and you just know. You know. Yeah, observer. It's like you know what's for you and what's not. You could have had an awakening around that time. With the 4313 again. 49, I mean. 5, 35, 8 could be significant. Something could have happened around that portal that just passed with the eclipse around that moon and everything. 9, 10. You could have even got sick around the 9th or the 10th of August into that moon. Right after the Lion's Gate, it's like you could have took sick. Or you could have, you know. Because remember, I was cleansing all that time. I was cleansing that all that time. You could have got sick. You could have, I don't know if maybe you didn't even have like a real fever, but you felt like your body, it's like an old version of you was dying, to say the least. Divine feminine or masculine, or, you know, put it where it fit. This is for divine masculine as well. I feel like somebody brought you peace. You found your peace. A lot of people don't know what peace is, but I feel like a lot of y'all have found it. Yeah. Okay. So something could be getting down to the wire. You could know who your person is now. You could just know. And it's just like a matter of time. So it's like you could even be preparing. Say you're not getting married. You're just getting your body right. Or you could have had a dream that you were pregnant. And spirit could be leading and guiding you what to eat, what not to eat. Start like flushing out your system because you're about to be pregnant. You're about to carry a baby, you know? Yeah, loyal heart. Some of y'all are being led to stay in the house more. Okay? To be fair. Get rid of all that fake shit. Okay? Stand in your truth. Speak your truth. Be honest with yourself. Take off those rose-colored glasses and take a real good look at what you have been doing all this time, your whole life. Are you tired? Are we going to continue doing this? You say you want these things. Are you preparing your body for that? You know, you say you want a healthy love. Are you still dealing with third parties? Same thing with you, divine masculine. Are you still out here overindulging? Are you doing any type of semen retention? Divine feminine, are you being celibate? You know, are you working on your mental health? Are you processing your you know, any type of trauma? Or just are you just out here hurting people? Have you spoken to your mom? Have you spoken to your dad? Have you cleared up that energy? You know? Take that mask off. Open up them doors, baby. And work on your truth. Or this is what you and this person did. Somebody feels like home. Or you have been working on yourself. Yeah. I cannot make it up. You have been working on yourself to the point where a divine masculine is working on himself. And if this is a divine masculine working on himself, you have been helping a feminine. Because there's some good men out here. Don't get it twisted. There's some really good men out here. You could have even been looking at that. Like, I done met some really good men who ain't try to pressure me for no love. They weren't narcissistic. They gave me my space. They showed me a lot of love. They showed up for me. Okay. They made me feel good. I could be myself around them. They know how to pamper me and not make me feel like I had to return something, or if I do this, you know you gotta give me some. You know what I'm saying? You know how it go. And you trashed a lot of them. You were indecisive about them. Yeah, you ran away from them just to run into a buster. And it's like, I know I would have never went through this if I would have You know, and it's like you could even been beating yourself up like this could be my karma because of how I treated Bobby Billy Bo. You know what I'm saying? Same with you or Divine Masculine with Becky and Brenda and Beverly. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if there's some type of I heard analyticals. So y'all could just be um I heard charting some more. So you guys could work in like tech. Um yeah. I feel like some of you guys are just writing down the pros and the cons or just really evaluating your life, looking at some stuff. Okay, this could even be somebody who recently got sick and caught a disease and they got to tell somebody something and they could be writing down everybody they ever slept with, especially with that scarlet fever shit, you know? Um, what else? You know what I was seeing this lady? She was like, she was bold. It's this doctor lady on here. She said, I'm seeing the caption where she was like, tossing salad and throat cancer or stomach cancer, bitch, I lost it. I was like, what is happening? Like, she be so bold on the caption, but that shit'll definitely draw you in. So, especially with that streptococcus shit, some of y'all could have really had a really bad fever and found out that y'all had something. Could be curable, but still, you could be wondering, like, I got to stop this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Divine feminine or masculine. Put it where it fits. Y'all be killing me. Yes, here and now. So something about an egg. Okay, some of y'all might want to get pregnant and you could be testing your eggs, or you could have did a round of fertility. Say you are married and you've been doing rounds of fertility and you might realize like it's not for me. It might have been who you were trying to create with. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're not supposed to create with that person. Or maybe your mission is to adopt. You could be foster parents. Okay? The same thing with the whole ballerina. You guys could have like a ballerina um you know what I was getting to, that somebody could have something that's hexed and you could have had it from a child. Oh, listen here. I was in here the other day. I don't think I've ever heard anybody talk about this. Maybe, I don't know. I've never heard anybody talk about this, right? You know, let's bring it back to the Bible. 1 second. 1 second. Um oh Lord, here we go. You good? Get you some juice or something. But oh, you want tea? Okay. Um just hear me out with the Bible. You know, everybody has a Bible in their house, I would assume, right? Everyone has a Bible in their home. What if when they, because, you know, they knew about spirituality, the occult, they knew about all that stuff. They knew about hexes and curses and, you know, attaching certain things. They knew about the spiritual side, an aspect of it all. So what if they use the Bible to attach something to the Bible, knowing everybody would have it because they would consider it a sacred text, right? And they curse the Bible. It has like some type of attachment to it, to always have some type of discord and divide within the home. And you might have done nothing different, but that one thing, you have that one artifact or that one piece of something you've had from a child that just carries some type of negative vibration to it. Okay, especially with what's his name when he wrote it, the King James Version. he could have put something on it to make sure it bound people or bind their mind to it. And if you go against it, right, it seems like your life start falling apart, but in all reality, you're just like reprogramming, dismantling, or because a lot of people don't understand, when you start on this journey, you're going to hit rock bottom. You're gonna, all those belief systems, everything you thought you're gonna have to start from scratch. And I said, what if that's how it's supposed to, that's what it does. So you feel like you're being cursed, or this is wrong, or you're going against the Bible, so this is why these things are happening. But the spell is actually on the Bible. And I let me turn these comments on. I bet y'all learn y'all lesson today. Don't come in here with all that fuck shit. Let me turn the comments on and see what y'all gotta say. Go. Oh, so y'all been talking. Okay. So I was just in here and I was thinking about that. And I'm like, what if the Bible is spelled? And if you go against it, it automatically triggers something to make you feel like you're doing something wrong. But no, dismantling those old beliefs, okay? Going against it will make you feel like, things are about to get hard, all right? Because if you think about it and you start on your spiritual journey, for me at least, right? I said, I stopped drinking. I've been in the church for years. And as soon as I decided to get on my path, because I said, I know I'm tapped and I could get even more tapped in if I stop drinking and smoking and just stop eating certain things and really clear my mind. Like I could really do some shit. The minute I started doing that, I started losing friends, family members. It seemed like I was just not connected with work anymore. I didn't want to work for anyone. Like I couldn't tolerate being around certain motherfuckers. It was just like I was repulsed from them. Like I kind of went into isolation. I started reading more and shit. Okay, but it felt like I hit rock bottom. I felt like I was losing everything, but I was losing my identity. Everything I've known. You know what I'm saying? And I said, what if the Bible is cursed? There's an attachment on it. So the minute you go against it, or the minute you try to, or even throw it away. I know that shit sound harsh, but just hear me out. What if? Because you know how they say certain things in your home could be hex, throw it out. I got that shit yesterday when I was cleaning out in here. And I was cleaning out some stuff. Somebody had left some stuff here. And the bag that they had, I was looking for the water bottles. And there was a Bible in the garbage. And I was like, I took it out like, what the fuck? Why would they? But then I was like, hold up, bitch. Why did that trigger you? Why did you feel like you're not supposed to do that? When you're on your path, you're on your journey, you already know what type of time it is when it comes to the Bible. Why did that trigger you? And I said, what if it's a spell on the Bible to make you feel like if you throw it out, you're going to go to hell? Or you know what I mean. We all know what it is. Well, we know what it is. But it triggered me and I was like, holy shit. What if there is an attachment on this shit? What if there's some type of attachment to make you feel, but you've been so programmed so long, confirmation, that you think that if you did that, it's like you're going against Most High, when you know that's not farthest from the fucking truth. But they could have spelled the book to make you feel, which we know they have, but spell the book, to make you always have one around. Because everybody, even when you go to the hotels, there's a Bible in the fucking drawer. There's always a Bible somewhere. You could find a Bible anywhere. I have one right here. But what if that's the attachment? That's the entity. And I'm not saying throw your Bible away now, bitch. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, what if? It's just some shit I be thinking about. You know, maybe y'all have a better understanding. Y'all can help me, you know, better understand it. I've never heard nobody say that, you know, that the Bible could be cursed. It could be an attachment on it. An attached, a curse of fear, okay? Or listen, I don't know the whole different terms of it, but what if? You know? Or well, the one, the Bible, not the original, but the one that they created. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what y'all talking about. I can't even see that. I don't know why they make these words like that. Hey, Olivia. Hey, California. Hey, Heather. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Jackie. Thank you for the heart, Dominique. Hey, Jeff. But you see, I'm just saying. So y'all could have a Bible in your home that is cursed. Or that could be the curse. That could be the spell. That could be the attachment. That could be the entity. You know? Just a thought. Just a thought. But anywho, let's go on. What time is it? Damn, it's almost already 53 minutes. Deep knowing, yeah. It's like you know. 43. Some of y'all could be 43. You could amend something with your inner child, and that's what's helping you have this grand awakening. Share the video, y'all. I opened it to clean it up. I'm going to look some more into it. But, and you know what? Because they did say that King James was, well, multiple people wrote the book, but I believe King James is the one who put it all together. And I don't know why we're even talking about this, but I always felt like they said that he was of the, LGBT, right? So he came with a certain energy signature, you know? A certain energy signature. Like a whole bunch of confusion, to say the least. Because if you read the Bible, they don't took so many things out. I know it's parables and you have to decode it and all that stuff, but there's still some pieces missing from the parables so you can fully understand. We shouldn't have to be going all around trying to figure some shit out, you know? And I feel like that is what the curse is on that book. It's confusion. right? Confusion. So some of y'all could be realizing that there's some type of hindrance, or it's giving me like a scrambler or static. So you don't really hear. There's still some type of, you still consistently trying to adjust. You still trying to figure some shit out. It's just still not clear. And I feel like ever since you guys stepped away from certain things, you're starting to hear more. You could have even cleared out. You could have even had a Bible and was like, oh, I want a new one, and threw that one out and didn't even realize that was the energy you cleared out of your home. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Anywho, let's see. 43. I don't know. Some of you guys could have just been talking to your family members more and getting a little bit more deep down in your roots. I'm seeing something about hoodoo. I don't know if you guys do hoodoo or voodoo. Something about the St. Teresa Church in New Orleans or something like that. Or Mary Laveau, or you know how they said people go to her grave to ask for a wish or something like that. So some of y'all could be realizing that you guys are from those parts. Okay, y'all could have even been scared. But I'm telling you, once you start your journey, it's like you're being stripped of all the things you thought you knew. It's like your meat suit, they're giving you a whole new suit. Because I know for me, the rock and the bottom, I was up underneath the rock. I was down deep in the fucking concrete. Okay? That's how it felt. And remember we said something about concrete rose. Like they said wallflowers grow from within the mountains out of out of stones, or concrete. So it's just like you had to be reborn in a sense. Because when you start on this journey, it's no more fear. Well, for me, I realized that was one of the biggest things. And once I got over that and stopped being scared of certain things, like, why are you scared of that? What happened? And it's like you don't have no type of scientific backing to say, oh, this happened to me, that's why I act like this. Or even if you did like a past life regression, you don't remember ever encountering certain things. But remember, we do carry our all women carry the lineage DNA, right? The curses, the hexes, the trauma, we all carry that. Okay, we have all the bloodlines, we have all the basically everyone's destiny. We carry it, we know it, we feel it, right? So why we had to really look at why certain things bothered us and clear that shit out. And once you got rid of that fear, that's when the healing begins. So I feel like some of y'all just are really understanding what it was and what it isn't anymore. And that shit is really helping y'all grow. Or this could be a masculine. Okay, this could be a masculine. I'm telling you, ever since I started reading this book here, it made me look at divine feminine and divine masculine completely different. Y'all should really go read that book. But let's read this, and I'm going to move on. It says intuition, listening to the oracle within, empathy, and hypersensitivity. Things become very clear once you start on this journey and really start on this journey. Once you get rid of that fear, because that Bible is all fear-based. It's all to keep you in control and keep you conditioned. If you don't do this, this is not going to happen. And people want something to believe in. You understand? So they're going to do all these things. But then they're still out of alignment because what they tell you in the Bible not to do, y'all bitches break the rules every day. Or certain rules apply to y'all when it fits your lifestyle. But let anybody else do it, you want to condemn them. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, really take a good look at that shit. Because I know mad people who are in the church and they sit there, honor thy wife and thy husband, right? And they will sit there, and because they're going through a separation or a divorce, they have boyfriends on the sides and girlfriends on the side. But y'all still in union though. Y'all still are connected. Y'all made an oath to each other. Right or wrong. You know? Let's read this. It says intuition is the faculty that allows you to enter into a dialogue with source, the consciousness that you are a part of but cannot see with the naked eye. It's perplexing that people are thought to ignore this natural capacity to navigate their journey, to access their inner guidance, knowing that you have an ability to read between the lines and find all the truth that was missing when the story was told. The deep knowing allows you to open the door to wisdom far greater than what is available in the limitation of human experience. You're given information that may make no sense whatsoever to the logical mind or five senses, but which is 100% correct and true. The trick is to listen and to act accordingly. You're now invited into this sacred dialogue of deep knowing, so tune in and trust your vibes. They will be right. Ask and you will receive answers from the unusual source. I can't make this shit up. I cannot make it up. I was sitting in here like, holy shit. What if that is the curse? What if that's the one of the biggest curses, which we know, but everybody don't realize everybody has one in their home. Whether it's just there, whether you just use it for Proverbs or Psalms, it's still there. And it all carries the same energy. Because if you notice, when you go out, say you go, you ever notice when you go hiking, especially like how she says she's in California, you go hiking, you don't have anything. And some people, they're like, you know what? I'm going to leave everything. I'm literally going to bring my water bottle. And that's it. No AirPods. It's me and nature. Me, my body, and nature. You feel fucking free. There's no weight. You got time to think. You got time to process certain things. That's when your mind is very much so open. You're clearing out that cortisol. You're working on your body. You're recalibrating. It gives you a clear peace of mind. And then when you get to that top of the mountain to look over the whole California or whatever trail you're on, you have a completely different perspective every single day about certain things. And then you notice once you get back in the house, it's not that you forget about any of those things. It's like something just creep back or the cloud comes back over you. And then, you know, you're kind of like back in rotation. And then you be like, oh shit, I forgot I was supposed to do this and do that. Or, you know. But it's just a thought. It's just a thought. And a lot of times I'm in here, I won't have the TV on all the time. As you see how quiet it is in here? Half of the time I'll be in the house just like this. And I hear so much. I can hear the birds singing out there. Bitch, I can hear a pin drop. Okay, let's move on. So, I feel like you guys are starting to like clear out energy out of your home. Like really clear energy out of your home. And seeing the difference it takes. Like the difference of feeling once you clear the energy out. Hold on. I wish I didn't miss you anymore. Ooh, ooh. Look to the fairies. Let's see what type of self-care you guys need to be doing. Divine feminine or masculine. Hi, Heidi. Thank you, love. Uh-oh. Let's see. Dance and hydrate. Drink water. A lot of y'all could have been moving your body a little bit more. Nourish your temple. I cannot make it up. I said all of this. And yesterday I said somebody could need a spiritual bath. Soak in a bath. Plan a vacation. And I said that you guys were planning to go to Italy, right? Make an altar. And I get it. Some of y'all could have ancestors who talk to you through scripture because they were Christians. But I feel like use your hands. I feel like a lot of you guys are clearing space. Like I feel like y'all want your home to be clear. Some of y'all could have even decided you don't even want the Bible in your home anymore. You could have just the book of Proverbs and the Psalms, you know? Movement. Maybe some of you guys could have just been taking more action. Maybe you're deciding not to play the house anymore. You're outside. Whether it's cold or not, you're outside. You're connecting with nature more than usual. Some of y'all could run a lot. Some of y'all could be even training for a marathon. Okay? Look to the stars. Be still. Yeah. I'm going to be doing Taurus today and Sagittarius. I don't know why I said Capricorn yesterday. Maybe I need to do Capricorn. But some of y'all could be pleasing yourselves. Some of y'all could be celibate, right? And just getting to know your own body. But yeah. Gratitude list. And didn't I say something about writing down the pros and the cons? Really looking at everything, doing breath work, taking a lot of baths, just pampering yourself more. Like really taking care of your vessel. Nobody's going to take care of your vessel like you. Okay? Some of you guys could be taking more baths than usual. Okay? Meditate. We said this yesterday. Let me get one for the divine feminine, divine masculine. You could have recently bought a crystal or connecting with crystal. Where's my oh, they're in the bathroom. I don't know about y'all, but I take off my crystals and stuff when I go take a shower. You know? What else for the divine feminine and divine masculine? Connect with crystals. Rest. Some of y'all could have recently bought a crystal. You could have bought a an angelite. I'm seeing an angelite. Something about a prism. You could have bought a prism crystal and been doing ground yourself. Sun healing, sun meditation or something like that. Because a lot of meditation, look, you can be meditating with the crystal, the prism, because a lot of people don't know when the sun hits the prism, it radiates a different lights. It looks like little stars, but in the daytime. So it's like a little, I don't even know how to word it, y'all. I really don't. But it gives off this radiant light, different colors and shapes, and it looks like a sun star cluster, or it gives off the ambience of lights, but from the sun when it hits this one crystal. Okay, reflective light. Yeah, so that's what's up. So you guys could do that. Open up all your windows. You can have crystals all over. Well, have that one specific crystal, because I have a few here. And when that shit hit the light, when the sun hits it, it gives you this. It's so beautiful. You could turn off your lights in the house, and your home will be lit up as if you did have, like, you know how they have those light, those cars where they have the little stars in the ceiling? It gives off something like that, but in the daytime. It's absolutely breathtaking. So you could do that. You could be meditating on that. Number 11 could be significant. Some of y'all could have recently found a crystal outside. It says the mantra is, I am a guardian of the crystals, and I allow their healing energies and ancient wisdom to crystallize in my body. Crystals are living, sentient beings. They are keepers of wisdom and light, offering a connection to other realms. You can talk to them out loud or telepathically in waking life, as well as in the dreams and meditation. They are They can inspire different energies within you. They can amplify your intentions. They can attract, absorb, or repel energy. Whatever you're working on, there's a crystal for that purpose. For example, rose quartz is known for inspired self-love. Citrine is used to call in abundance. Blue crystallite, sodalite, and kyanite are linked with the throat chakra to cultivate clear communication. It is the perfect time to learn more about the properties of different crystals and begin working with them in a more profound way. Try holding a crystal in the palm of your left hand while meditating. Feel into its energy and pay attention to what thoughts, feelings, and visions come to mind. Sleep with crystals under your pillow and notice how it impacts your dream. Carry a crystal in your pocket or purse to keep the energy with you throughout the day. Okay? And you know how some people, they have their daily bread. So you guys could be exchanging the daily bread or your Bible for a crystal. You guys could be learning more about different stones, or if you're intrigued to do so. You could have a calling to work with crystals. I know for me, I've been wanting, if I'm buying something, I don't want it to be like the standard square. Prefer it to be the circle. Like, I wanted to get an Apple Watch, but I don't want the traditional square. I want the circle. I wanted to get this specific necklace, but they only had it square. And I'm like, I want it in circle. And the guy's like, but it doesn't usually come. I'm like, well, where can I find it? He was like, I can see if I could find one for you, but it might be difficult because it doesn't come. I said, well, I prefer, so this could be some of you guys. It says, make a crystal grid by arranging a collection of crystals into a pattern. This simple action can bring extra energy into your sacred space, as well as gives power to all you are manifesting. Look for opportunities to mine crystals yourself in an ethical way. You may be surprised by what local options are available. It can be very fun to buy crystals and receive them as gifts, but finding one yourself in nature is an incredible reward experience. I'm going to give y'all a little side note. I had a dream one time It was actually not recent, but more so earlier in the year, or possibly even the ending of the last calendar year. And I was in a dream state, and I was walking down my old block, and I saw all these beautiful crystals on the ground. And as soon as I walked up to it, it started glowing. I picked it up, and I was putting them in my pocket. And bitch, I ain't had no bag. It's like I was just putting them in my pocket. I was just collecting them, and they were just fitting in there. You know what? It's giving me that energy of what show was that? When the girl, she had a bag. It was a regular bag, like a bag like this, but she can put mad shit in there. You know, it's like the Top Hat dude. From Alice in Wonderland, and he could put so many stuff in that bag, and that shit just go. Or was it the Dead Brothers? Remember that show, The Dead Brothers, and they had a bag or something, and they was pulling out all sorts of shit out that bag, and they were like, well, how you know, or something of the sort, some real supernatural shit. And I was just putting them in, and I was just like opening portals. It was the illest shit. And we had to go get this girl, and then it was so, I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it, but it was fucking magical. Okay, so some of y'all could have recently bought a crystal, and you see, with the rest, started sleeping with it and opened up your vision, honey. Some of y'all might want to make a vision board. Okay, let's get y'all something else. I kind of want to stay away from that. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna do 2 of this graffiti, and then I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna be making these reading longs. I'm not gonna be doing all of that. You know, 77. It was 77.48. So, yeah. I got things to do. And from yesterday's debacle, I see that you guys are, I don't got time. I feel like y'all like to waste people's time. And I'm not into that business. I'm here to, my time gotta make sense. What are you doing? Are you moving around or are you jumping? Huh?
I'm just like bouncing, like flopping around like a fish out of water.
Like a fish out of water? Somebody could be fishing. He's funny. He said like a fish out of water. Okay. Somebody could have asthma. Somebody could have caught a fish, or somebody could have thought they caught a big fish. Let me see what that reference means. You know what I'm going to make today? I'm going to make some fritters. Fish out of water reference. A person who feels awkward, uncomfortable, or completely out of place because they are in an unfamiliar environment. Okay. Just as a physical fish cannot survive or function normally on dry land, a person who is a fish out of water is outside of their natural element or social circle. So maybe somebody wants you to feel like that, collective, or maybe you feel like that. Because remember, I told you, when you first start on this journey, some of you guys could be new here. Oh, welcome to all my new subscribers. I've been forgetting to say that, but welcome. You could feel like you're out of place of some sort, or this is something completely different or out of the norm. And people tend to step into it and then get scared and spooked and shit, thinking that, although some of them do be tapping into some shit they don't have no business. But if you genuinely come in here on the up and up and just really like learning and understanding, it will feel foreign. It'll be something because you've never experienced this before, especially if nobody in your family has never introduced you to it, or you don't have nobody to talk to about it. It can feel like a little off. So you guys could be feeling like that. You can feel like you're out of your league when it comes to something, or you feel like you're not supposed to be doing something because you could be watching someone and you don't feel like you you're as skilled as them, but you have to learn, take time to, you know what I'm saying, study. Just like crystals, you don't know everything about crystals. That's why you learn about it. You see which ones work for you and which ones don't. Like I told you, tourmaline, I can't fuck with tourmaline. Tourmaline, I don't know if it's my energy is too potent for it or what, but me and tourmaline clash. Like jet now, I could fuck with some jet. Obsidian, all day. But tourmaline, I could always tell when it's in the vicinity because my energy, it's like kryptonite kinda with Superman and shit. It just don't mesh. So it's a learning process. All these people, everybody is gifted in their own right, but some people are just a little bit deeper, and then they study, they grow, they evolve in their craft. Just like you don't wake up and, oh, I'm gonna be a chef tomorrow. You still gotta go to school. You gotta learn the fucking basics. You know what I'm saying? And anything you want to do, you have to study, you have to learn, just like those doctors. You have to go to school for years to be able to master that stuff, and they're still learning. So you have to study. You have to want to study. You have to want to learn. Although certain things come natural to some, and then it just amplifies. But if you want to do it, do that shit. Time waits for no one. Okay? So some of y'all could be just learning or feeling like farming. Because when I first started on this journey there, I told you there was this lady and she kind of spooked me a little bit, and I kind of stopped talking to her, but I'm like, shit. But I was just scared. I didn't know. And I kind of just stopped talking to her, and I'm like, shit, I wish I was still talking to her now. Because I know she could have definitely, you know, she could have been someone I could speak to. She told me I was gifted when I first met this lady, and I was like, what the fuck is she talking about? Because I didn't know, and I told y'all how I found YouTube. I used to thought YouTube was just a joke. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I fucking hated YouTube. I used to hate YouTube. And then she was like, no, you have a gift. And I was like, what is she talking about? And then I told y'all, I stumbled over here because in 2020, my daughter used to use me as a test dummy when she needed to do her facials because she was in cosmetology school. And the hair and the nails and all of that. Bitch, I was living my best life in fucking 2020. And then homegirl was like, I'm going to have to start paying her. I'm like, girl, you live in my house. What are we talking about? What are we doing here? You know? Child, she said I have to pay her. And I was like, girl, I only got $20. She was like, no, ma'am. I was like, damn. Okay, so I had to go learn the shit myself. And I went on YouTube. And then I told you I came across a video. And yeah, Alpine divorce. So this could be something some of y'all could be dealing with. And this could have been what scarred y'all. Somebody could have even did this to you or tried to do this to you. You went out and this is where you found fault with a lot of the opposite sex because you just felt like they wasn't shit. Remember, niggas ain't shit and they ain't saying nothing. 100 motherfuckers can't tell me nothing. So you could have just been out here, yeah, running through niggas, treating niggas like shit. And remember, niggas don't like when you're nice to them. Confirmation. Men do not like nice women. Trust me when I tell you. They don't. Just like women, we don't like the good guy. We don't like the gentleman. We want them hood niggas. We want them roughnecks. Times are changing, love. We don't want no YNs no more. Nigga, we want the niggas with the suits and ties. Well, I don't know about y'all, but I love a nigga in a suit and a tie. You know, and you starting to match energy. You starting to take care of yourself because it's like You want a nigga with a suit and tie, you got to start putting your little dresses on, getting your little sets. You know what I'm saying? Throwing your loafers on. Like you want to attract what you want. And I feel like that's what you're doing because this is the type of niggas you used to dealing with. Niggas who want to fucking leave you for dead. Whether it's an Alpine or not. Yeah, stranger. Niggas get real strange. It says abandoning. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. There's 444 on the stove. It's 6:15 a.m. You've been around. You think I'm fine. No, you wanna spend my money. You were around. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right. Let me get 2 more and I'm out. 187 could be significant. 178, 718. You could be from New York. Culture vulture. Profits from copies or exploits a culture that is not their own without credit or showing respect for the original creator. So this could be somebody, I remember I said something about interracial marriage, or this could be like like dating outside of your race. Maybe you're coming back to the dark side. So yeah, you're their karma. Walking through quicksand, and I said something about quicksand, so you could have felt like you were drowning with all these other partners. They weren't healthy. They weren't safe. Okay? They were very fear-based. a lot of confusion, okay, a lot of misunderstandings, or deliberately misunderstanding you. You weren't able to communicate safely or have a conversation where they could understand. And I never understood it, and I'm like, to each his own, but you cannot discuss certain things that happen with our ancestors with somebody who is of a different race, because they don't understand, they don't get it. You know, and they could say they do, but they don't. But the minute they get upset with you, they're throwing some shit in your face. Or, you know, it just get real messy. But you love who you love. I'm not saying, you know, but sometimes them shits never work out. You know, it never work out. Watching your money. And people tend to do that. They go into these connections for stability. Okay, I understand that, but me, I could never do that shit. I don't know if it was New York City state of mind. I don't know if it was just because I love, and I always felt like if we love, I would rather somebody that loved me than had a whole bunch of money, because we would be able to build together. And some people don't want to build. They want to already be, they want to have everything already made. But that shit don't work like that. Because you're going to run into motherfuckers like this who want to fucking take you hiking and leave you the fuck up there. And we've seen it, especially in these relationships. We always hear that the motherfucker will leave you somewhere in the bush. You know? They want to act like it was an accident, or they take you on a trip and then you end up away from here. We've seen it multiple times. Multiple times. Especially those interracial ones with the Caucasian male and the black female. We saw it recently with that little girl. I think I was on her birthday. Okay, her parents had to go get her body. There's a plenty of instances where we've seen on the TV, this lady, she was like I think she was a celebrity. And the nigga said she drowned in the pool. But the baby, the son, said, no, daddy put mommy in the pool. Like, it'd be crazy work, you know? So, I don't know if this is what you guys are dealing with, or you were traumatized with the connection, and maybe you just had some type of idea that the opposite race was more prominent than your own race, because we tend to see that a lot. But that's just how some were raised, to feel like fair skin or the light skin or the Caucasian man is the more better choice. We see it all the time. A lot of black women, they hate their own race. And they talk about these Caucasian men as if they're a fucking prize. And you just be like, wow. And they don't care. They don't care. And then they end up being in a third party, or they don't care if these men have wives, or you know how it go. Same thing, vice versa. So I guess some of y'all starting to realize like y'all made the wrong choice, or the choices and what you've been chasing and how they've treated you. And granted, it could be the complete opposite of what I'm saying. You could realize like the other race treats you better. Okay? Or this is what you might have thought and got into a connection, and this shit completely went left. And it's like deep down you fucking knew. You knew better. But you did it anyway. You just wanted to try it out. Just wanted to connect and see what it was. See if it was all cracked up to be what everybody else, you know? And no. And some women have gotten so hurt by their own race that they decide to go to the opposite. And then it's just like putting them on a pedestal just to realize you should have fucking threw that shit to the trash. You know? You gotta put it where it fit. Because I'm telling you, I saw the Bible in the bag for the garbage and I was like, oh my God, what the fuck? I was like, oh, it's serious. This motherfucker done threw the shit in the garbage. I was like, wow. And I kind of caught myself like, oh no. But then I was just like, why the fuck did that trigger you like that? That's weird. And that's when I started looking into it like, oh, so some of y'all could have been conditioned so bad to the point where you just be like, no, you can't do that. And it's like, but why? And it's like, I don't know, you just can't, you just can't do it. Just don't do it. Leave it alone. High society. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of y'all coming out of that. Got it going on, rolling in the dough. About to have a major breakthrough. About to enter a different tax bracket. Yeah, and I feel like that's what some of y'all might have thought. It would be healthier if you went that route. But with the Alpine divorce and culture vulture, this could be a lot of y'all stepping outside of y'all race. Thinking that it's just going to be better off. Okay, this could be a work colleague. And maybe some of y'all just did it for the finances and you might have didn't think it was going to get that far. And now you're married and you don't want to be, but you like the lifestyle. But you could be seeing this person. It's like they like what comes with the territory to feel like they're a part or they're invited to the cookout, but they don't really, behind closed doors, it could have been something completely different. Okay, somebody definitely could have been wearing a mask. Something about Pelican Island, flamingos. This person could have took you on a lot of trips, and then once y'all got married, things changed. You started seeing the people this person really hang out with, or you're starting to really realize like you were never apart. You were just there. You could even feel like the butt of the joke. And remember I said the whole thing about fish out of water? You just feel, you never felt fully like apart. You always felt out of place of some sort. Burdens to blessings. Nice. Hard times are coming to an end. Hard work finally paying off. You're going to see why you had to go through what you went through. It was all for something. Yeah. So whatever this was that you had to separate yourself from, or maybe you looked at a certain culture or race, or you just had different ideologies about different things, and you're breaking free from those things, you know? You're seeing how controlled or you conformed in a sense, or how your family's beliefs did just not intertwine. You don't believe that. You don't feel like that. And this could just be you wanting to step out of your comfort zone and move away from the norm, you know? Yeah, look, stay away, rap sheet. So I feel like some of y'all are finding y'all peace. And I love this for y'all. Greedflation. Some of y'all could have just been chasing the bag and seeing that it ain't all about money. You really don't need money to do anything. And I know y'all like, bitch, what are you talking about? I promise you, you don't need money to do a lot of things. Things will just come to you. Look at those celebrities. They have all the money in the world and they get so much free shit to promote their shit. They don't really need them. They have money and the means and stuff like that, but they're attracting everything they want. Every single thing they want, they're attracting it. Cardi B is a perfect example. So, I don't know what this is, but y'all know y'all story better than me. This could even been some of y'all who were acting like somebody else, tired of wearing a mask, burdened because you have to perform all the time, and finally being able to be free. Maybe you were forced to go the traditional route where you have to get married, you have to go to school, and you could have been with somebody for a long time. These could be older folks I'm talking to, because remember I said something about old love? These could be people who were married, didn't really want to marry. These could even been like arranged marriages and stuff. They ain't want to marry the person. Okay, I'm hearing Massimo. What movie is that from? Massimo. So this could be like some arranged marriage type shit. And people are like, they're getting that divorce. Zaddy MILF. Look at that shit. Attractive, fashionable, older man or woman, it factor, financially stable, high visual appeal, someone you want to F with. Yeah. And didn't I say something about a suit? Just saying. Yeah. Turn water into wine. I know that's right. Let's read it. These cards are so dope. Creating something out of nothing. You're the magician. You have all the tools. Just believe in yourself. What did I say? Okay, you ain't need no money to turn water to wine. You know what I'm saying? Yassify. Over editing or using heavy filters on photos and videos, sometimes to the point of being unrecognizable. Yeah. Some of y'all taking off that mask. Some of y'all might not even be wearing makeup anymore. Being yourself. Okay. Taking a digital reset. Wow. So somebody was out here wearing a mask. Somebody was not being true to themselves. And old boy got a mask on here. So say this is somebody who don't like to wear their natural hair or always wear wigs and just hate the fact that they are, you know, because I know some women who are like that. They hate every time. You've never seen them with their own hair. Never ever seen them with their own hair. They always have some type of wig on. They only want to be with the opposite race, or a Caucasian man or a Spanish man, because they want their children to have good hair type shit, you know? Yeah, diabolical. So some people have to get real with themselves. This could even been somebody who took sick with that whole scarlet fever, and they had to be bare. They had to be vulnerable. Somebody had to see them at their worst. Say somebody had like a head injury, right? Say somebody had like a head injury and they had to go to the hospital. They had to shave off this person's hair to do like brain surgery. This is a time. Somebody could even be like superficial. Real superficial. Oh my God. So somebody could have like a major awakening. Somebody could have lost everything, divine feminine or masculine. This could be you. For me to say rock bottom and all of that, some of y'all might have hit rock bottom bad to the point where you literally have 2 fucking bags. Because you following a race, or you thought, yeah, creative erasure. Intentionally removing original creator's name, history. Yeah. It's like you completely disowned. Yeah, derailed. You completely disowned who you were, or family or something like that. Okay, you could have like, and people will do it. They will take on a whole new identity, especially when they get into these jobs. Just living a lie. You know how they are. Some of them, they have to do their hair. They can't. They've been with somebody for so long that they have to wake up and get dressed before the person gets dressed. Who got time for that? Who's doing that? They always have to be proper and prim. They never, and somebody could have got real sick recently. I remember there was this one guy who divorced the wife because his babies came out like UGLY. And he was like, she lied to me. He found an old high school picture of her. Her teeth were fucked up. Like, she looked a mess. She had braces. Like, she had a whole face transplant. Like, she had surgery on her face. She was not who she claimed to be. And people do that. Yeah, somebody could be realizing that. I'm telling you, you seen the whole epidemic with the BBLs and shit like that. That shit is over. People are saying they're taking the shit out. They don't want it no more. They want to be natural again, or it's making them sick, or it's a certain smell, or it's just not healthy, This shit is crazy. So it's like somebody completely erased their whole existence. Somebody could have even changed their name. Okay? Changed their name. Like took on a completely different sign on the X. Don't protect yourself. Wow. Poetry. Change their name. You know what this is giving me? Remember with I don't know why I'm about to say Mel Gibson, but not Mel Gibson. Something could be going on with him. But Denzel Washington. Remember when he said that movie he was in, Devil with the Blue Dress, and they were looking for her because she knew a secret about this wealthy man or whatever, that he was like sleeping with CHILD. Yeah, if y'all seen it, go watch it. And I believe this was like a big man. I don't know if he was like the governor or something, but he was a big wealthy known guy. And they were looking for her. He paid Denzel to find the girl, the devil in the blue dress. Come to find out, she was black. She wasn't even white. But she can pass. She changed her hair color, changed her last name. And then the man she was going to marry, who I believe he was the governor, but the other dude was like they were in politics, big. He found out that she wasn't black. I mean, she wasn't white. And he paid her off to leave and all that good shit. But back in those days, he could not marry out of his race. And she kind of looked like this, but she was black. And no matter, her mama was black. Okay? Her mama was black. So, but she looked like a white girl. She could pass. So this could be somebody who's been passing as one race and they're completely different. And maybe somebody's tired of pretending. Mm-hmm. Somebody's tired of pretending. And some people, you would never even, you would never believe that they were black. That's why my son came to me the other day. He was like, Mommy. I'm like, what? He was like, how come you ain't tell me they had Chinese Jamaicans? I'm like, what? He was like, Chinese people who look Jamaican. He said, I saw this lady on TikTok and she was like Chinese or Asian or whatever. And she was talking Jamaican. And I was like, yeah. A lot of them migrate down there, or some of them were even born there, you know? Same thing with Indians. Where you think we get curry from? So many of them. It's same way with the US, how they have the Asian people come in and they give them money to, remember the whole debacle when it was the whole issue with why are they in our neighborhoods? Because that's what they got the money to open up shop there. You see what I'm saying? Just like the expats who go over to those countries, they're paying you to come to their country and live. It's the same way here. Same way in Jamaica, the Indians came. You know what I'm saying? The Chinese them came. So, you know, it's like somebody could be having like a culture shock. Divine feminine and masculine. You could have even came across somebody who is of Asian descent, who is from your background. You see what I'm saying? So you could be meeting somebody who has Asian descent, but they had their children in Jamaica, and you could be meeting a Jamaican who, you know what I'm saying? This shit go crazy. But for some reason, I don't know what it is about the Caucasian man and the Caucasian woman, and they put it in the air to make it seem like they're the righter choice. And bitch, shit is changing, to say the least. So I don't know what this is, but I feel like there's just a lot of people who are waking up. They're seeing like stepping outside of their race is more of a burden than it is a blessing. And everybody know that blessing means curse in the etymology. The original meaning means curse. Go look it up. That's why I say blessing. Yeah. Family oriented, yeah. And we see a lot of them on here who are of different races and stuff. And you can tell there's some strain there. There's this couple on here, I really like them, but I just feel like he's tired now. You know? He's tired, but he's so far deep in. It's like there's a lot of people out here unhappy. And I feel like Divine Feminine, y'all are not caring about splitting up a family. And I'm not telling nobody to mess up their family and stuff like that, but you don't see how many people with the whole MURDERSUICID, and them niggas don't care. They're taking everyone, the whole household. And it's not no little 1, 2. It's 6. It's 7. It's 8. And you're like, what the fuck? And then you see them, and they're two completely different races. And that was another download I had got. I said, how do we know that the ancestors aren't touching down, like grounding in the energy, right? Especially with everybody that's waking up. How do we know that the whole grand awakening is not really waking up the ancestors to help them ground back into physical vessels, right? And they're the ones like making these people carry out these acts because you should have never cross connected anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit I be thinking about. I don't know about y'all, but I be thinking about shit like that. Like, what if these are the ancestors? It's not actually these men and women who are carrying out these acts. It's the ancestor, you know, who was wronged or bitch, it just go deep. I don't know. That's what I be thinking about. Because the way is so rapid, right? The way is so rapid and it's like consistent every single day. Now I'm seeing these 15-year-old boys who are being SHOT in the head. 15 is very symbolic to the devil energy. And remember I told you I saw this bull-like figure body hopping from these boys, right? From these men. So it's just a lot of principalities, a lot of energy just moving through the mix. And if you just not, I can't even say in the wrong place at the wrong time. It's just like, it's just happening. It's just happening. I don't know if you have to be in a certain frequency or what. Or if they're trying to like build back up GANGs and that's the whole initiation, you know? I just be sitting here trying to figure this shit out like, what the fuck is going on? A lot of people divorcing. Oh, and remember Hayden? She, beautiful girl. She's given like American sweetheart type energy, right? I have been seeing certain things come across the timeline, but I ain't watching. But you know how niggas like to speculate and everything. But it was so interesting to me because she passed. 2 days later, a commercial starts floating out with what's that child name? And she looks just like her. Okay, Sabrina Carpenter. She did a commercial for Redkin. There go that Red and Kin is giving Scarlet again. And I said, she looks just like Hayden. And I said, what a coincidence that 2 days later after Hayden passed, this girl appears. Sabrina Carpenter. She looks like a younger version of her. It's given like replacements. I don't know. And you remember how before, and we saw the whole thing with the culture vulture. No, not the culture vulture. It was the creative eraser, where they just erase you completely and then replace you. And I've told y'all this with the whole street lamps, not street lamps, but you know, the street names. Things just change. If somebody passed and they want to honor them, oh, it's the new collective way, you know? So I'm not sure what the fuck is going on. And then kin. Kin means like family, right? Like bloodline. I don't know if they're trying to bring more of their own kind in, if this is the whole... It says kin most likely refers to a person's family member or relative collectively. It says it describes people connected by blood, marriage, or adoption. Because it's such a short term, serves as a legal term, an everyday idiom, and a major pop culture title. But it's given like, especially with the whole CLONE. I don't know if it's like they're trying to have some type of new age world order type energy. Because they're losing control. So I feel like they're trying to regain it back. And it ain't no little small disconnect or a divorce. It's like, bitch, you have to completely be eradicated for the order to be set right according to them. The shit just get crazy. I just been here thinking about all sorts of shit. Okay? That's why I don't have time to be coming on here playing with y'all and these fucking trolls. Like, I got real shit to be doing and thinking about. I don't got time for this, but that's what they want. They want you to be frustrated and disappear and leave. And I'm not gonna abandon y'all, nothing like that. I'm just saying, this is the energy it gives, you know? So, I don't know if you guys are just fed up. Okay? I don't know if y'all just fed up, but y'all gonna definitely make some changes around here. It says condition responsibility. You have been trained to feel like someone's survival and happiness is your job. Burdensome, carries weight of others. Yeah, I cannot make it up. I just said all of that. You supposed to be a wife. You're supposed to cook and clean. I saw some lady on here talking about she's making a snack for her husband. But she had on, all of this was out. She had a circle thing here. The slit was up to here. And I'm like, girl, are we thirst trapping or are you really making a sandwich for your husband? And your husband approve of you being like that online, making a sandwich for the world to see? Okay, girl. Okay. This is what I'm telling you. There's no more sacredcy to anything. It's just, how can I make this money? Survival, one up in others, or, you know, and I feel like a lot of y'all divine feminine and masculine, y'all getting out of that. Y'all willing to leave things behind. You know what I'm saying? You're not putting yourself in certain situations where people feel like they can just treat you any old kind of way or take advantage of you, or, you know, literally putting your peace above all. NBA, neighbor, put it in reverse. Anywho, childhood friend came out. It says, you know this person when you were a child. You grew up with them. You may or may not still be friends with them. Yeah, so some of y'all could just be reconnecting with old soulmates, twin flame. You're on your journey, they're on their journey. Right hand path, yes. Okay. You want better, they want better. You want different, they want different. Some of y'all natal chart could literally like be one and the same. This connection could have died out. They could have been, this could even be the opposite. This might not even be you. You might be single, never dated anyone outside of your race, not even dating. But this could be somebody coming in to let you know like what they've been through with this whole Alpine divorce. Like, the bitch tried to kill me, the nigga tried to kill me. I got out of there barely. I had to even leave my teddy behind from a child. You know what I'm saying? I thought this nigga was going to be better for me, or she was going to be better. I thought, dating older would be better. So much trauma, so much healing I need. And I knew better. And it took somebody, 40-something years? Okay, 20 years to say the least. Because we all know when you're 18, you know, that's when you really leave out your home. But could have took somebody a long time to regroup. You see how many people now are getting divorces? These women are out here crying, talking about these marriages and how, you know, traumatizing it is. So it gets real funny. Let me get one of these and we're going to close out and we're going to go. I really didn't want this to be this long, but whatever. Yeah, separation. A lot of people getting to know themselves. Because when they were younger, they were told you have to get married. You have to do this. You have to go to school. You have to, you know what I'm saying? And they in these marriages getting beat the fuck up. Dragged, fulfilled, being assaulted. You know, being assaulted. Having these babies, not wanting to have these babies, having to cook, clean, and no one to protect them. And it's like you marry this person under an oath and thinking that they were going to be, it's going to be wonderful. And you ended up experiencing wasting all those years. Okay? Praying to the ancestors like, I need your help. For real. And just now starting to fully step into who you are and who you want to be. A lot of these women tell you, I couldn't do anything because I had children, or I had a husband, and yeah, they didn't have a lot of self-love. They had to rely on whoever this was. And then now some of these men are passing away, Same thing with the women, and now it's like they can get back to their life, divine feminine, being more empowered, or just wanting more. Some of y'all could have really legit been going through a divorce. You could have finally graduated from college or school. Some of y'all wanted to be doctors, and you can finally do that, or you going back into it, just getting your doctorate degree, or you know how it go. Something about anesthesiologists. Some of y'all could be surgical technicians as well, or nurses. Okay? And it's like, it's my time now. Betrayal, discovered, yeah. You could have found out somebody was only with you for the finances. Okay, somebody was stealing from you, and we did see this, the whole thing about watching your money or something like that. Okay. You could have been with whoever this was from you or childhood. You could have met somebody out of college, grew old together, just for them to want to leave you. I heard leave you for a white girl or something like that. Leave your ass for a white girl or something like that. Kanye West, heartless. How could you be so heartless? Yeah. Let's go. You thought somebody was an ally. You could even be finding out somebody wants to be with the same sex, with the rainbows here. Yeah. You could have, maybe your ancestors could have even felt betrayed. And a lot of these connections too could be your ancestors fucking y'all up too. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, why would you go get with somebody knowing that they did our ancestors the way they did, even though they say that, oh, but it wasn't us, it was our ancestors. But it's still in the blood, bitch. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the ancestors probably rolling in their grave like, why would you get with somebody who you know? You know what I'm saying? And I know you can't crucify everyone, but they look at black people like we all the same. We all look the same. You all got the bonnets on y'all head. Y'all all on welfare. Y'all all, you know what I'm saying? It's like they would love to categorize us, but they don't want to be categorized. You know? But I'm telling you, some of y'all are definitely seeing some shit. And a lot of connections are falling out. And I feel like it could be your ancestors doing this shit. They want the scales to be balanced. They do not care. They don't care. And if you do see some people who are still in connections, something's going on there. And a lot of them will let their person go dibble and dabble just to save face. Yeah. But they know. And some of them don't care. They want the lifestyle. And then it's the continuous cycle. And you'll be like, damn, but I can't understand. I thought we were growing in a better direction. This and this one, they have a wonderful marriage. How come, this shit is still on the bloodline? Like, what's going on? I know a family member right now into the church, deaconess, deacon, and they with a motherfucker who liked to touch people. Okay? And they never left this person. Okay? Nothing changed. Unless you say anything about it, it's a lie. It's a this, it's a that. So people will they will wear that fucking mask until They die, they will take that shit to the grave. But there's a lot going on spiritually, and them ancestors is not giving a fuck. I feel like they're making sure they dismantling some shit, and they're harsh with it. It's not like no, they not a little, oh, a little divorce here. No, bitch. It's they taking everybody. They don't even want anything. You see what I'm saying? It's like a cleansing or a purging, and I know it sounds bad, bitch. It sounds bad. It sounds real bad. But it's like they are leaving no room forever. They don't even want no more type of, I call it cross-contamination, bitch. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm just saying. But that's how I be feeling. You know? It's crazy to say it, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Accumulate. Yeah. And these poor kids, they're innocent. They are innocent. But it's like gonna keep growing and growing and growing. And it's giving me that movie, Jupiter. Remember Jupiter with Ashton Kutcher's wife, Mila, whatever her name is? Remember the planets, they would harvest the planets. Like they would eat the people. Eat them. Yeah. So it's kind of like a purging. Purging of bloodlines, to say the least. And this is giving me like blood. Okay? And I said yesterday, or was it yesterday or today, with the pain and the trauma and just bleeding all over everybody and not knowing that you need to go heal some shit. This could be you guys having visions and premonitions about things to come futuristically if you keep going down a certain path. Okay? Earth. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, brave, strong, grounded, maturity, fruitful, earth elements, soil, stability, human nature, living in a tune with natural. Yeah. Some of y'all might even be like going off grid, or possibly even moving to a country. Protected came out yesterday. Let me get one and we closing out. Hopefully this was helpful. I call back all my energy purified and cleansed. Call back all your energy purified and cleansed. Close out, close out, close out. All right. Tap in. Thank you for all the gifts. Thank you for the likes, the shares. Yeah, air, medicine, healing, health, nursing, caring for something, treatment, doctoring, improving vibes, holistic wellness, fixing, improving, air sign. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, thoughts, wind, oxygen, breathing, inhaling, intellectual, flexible, fluid, free-flowing, spirit realm, astral realm, ether. Yeah, I told you. Spirit realm, ether, this is the ancestors fixing this shit. They're doing a cleansing, a purging. It's like, oh, you motherfuckers don't want to take heed. Y'all don't want to listen. Yeah, we're gonna, one, I told you, by choice or by force. And this could have even been these people who are doing these mass KILLINGs and unalivings. Could have been getting the warrant to disconnect from these people. And it's like, okay, you don't want to disconnect? Cool. I'm going to show y'all better than I can tell y'all. And you know how it go. It's just like you telling your girlfriend or a guy friend, like, you leave that bitch alone, leave that nigga alone. This shit don't look like it's going to end well. And then you find out hearing that they both away from here. Because, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I don't know what this is, y'all. This could be a childhood friend who going through this. A water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, healing, soothing, transparency, clarity, flowing, emotional cleansing, clearing out, life sustaining, hydrating. Some of y'all need to drink water, or y'all need to get by water. Listen. Tap in. So, yeah, tap in. Tap in. So, I'm going to leave it there. Let's get one of these. And that's it. Let me get one more time. Initiation. Let's start the journey. Yep. Take a chance. Some of y'all could be playing lotto. Y'all could have seen something or keep seeing something. And y'all about to tap in. Some of y'all getting a key to success. Travels, new travels, growth. Could have bought you a brand new car. You could have got you a new home. Or you just branching out. Finally got a divorce and you're moving. Okay? Moving. It says beginning something, accepted into something, ceremonies or rites of passage, putting into effect, a formal admission into a group or organization. Yeah. Some of y'all could be being initiated to start something new. And remember I said something about new world order? You could have took a chance on yourself, tapped into your greatness, and realized how truly powerful you are. Offer some type of inspiration or a new idea, and it's putting you in a completely new tax bracket with this Zaddy and MILF here. Yeah. Karma. It's your just due. Scales have to be balanced. Okay? Contracts have to be rewritten. Truths have to be revealed. People need to have some type of awakening. Okay? Yeah, people have to get right. Things have to be course corrected by force or by choice. And I be telling y'all, collective, work on y'all shit. Because y'all would hate to have spirit do it for y'all. I've been telling y'all this. I've been telling y'all this. But I'm going to go. I'll call back all my energy purified and cleansed. Call back all your energy purified and cleansed. Call back everyone's energy in my home purified and cleansed. I pray you guys have a wonderful day. It's magical. It's healing. It's uplifting. Okay? And that's it. That's all, folks. Let me know how you liked it. Okay? Let me know how you liked it. And go check out that girl, Sabrina Carpenter. She looked just like Hayden. So these could just be people, if you're not going to be in control, they're going to get rid of you. If you're not going to conform, they're going to get rid of you. And I know they said she have all that stuff, but her daughter, you would want to leave your kid behind? No. You know? So this could even be, this might not have nothing to do with y'all. This could be going on with a childhood friend who's going through this type of shit. Okay? Who's going through this type of shit. And they're coming to tell you. Okay? This would be somebody you can let your hair down with. You don't mind. You don't have to put on. Every time they come around, you got to be putting on your lashes and you got to have a full beat. You got to put your wig on. Like, you can be yourself with whoever this is. Or you stepping into this new role is helping you find your soul tribe.